right, this is John Rush, Drive Radio, and we got another car review we're doing. 2014 Dodge Durango RT. Richard, tell us all about it.
Well, this is the all-wheel drive version of the RT. The RT is the top-level trim package of the Durango. It starts out about $43,000 for base, but that is the RT package, so you get quite a few amenities with that. However, you can add up to about $8 grand in options, which this car has on it, bringing the price to just above $50,000, which is pretty expensive. But when we go inside, we'll show you. It's got a third row seat, it has captain chairs in the back seat, and it has an entertainment system as well, which actually the screens are pretty nice because they flip up. You're able to adjust your viewing angle. It is all-wheel drive, which is nice. It's got a big V8 Hemi in it, which it sounds pretty well. I don't know, we probably won't throw you the exhaust sound, but it sounds really good. And it does pretty well. Highway fuel economy is about 20, I believe, and then in the city you're going to be about 14, so your average is about 16, which is a little bit less for this car, or for this, I guess, fuel economy class. But in the long run, you're really not going to pay too much extra. But let's take a look inside and show you around.
All right, so now we're going to the inside. Richard, tell us about what's going on inside the cabin.
All right, so the inside cabin, the first thing people notice is there's no actual stick gear selector. It's just a knob, which is a little bit different, and you have 4 options: park, reverse, neutral, and drive. It's actually pretty nice because the knob doesn't go outside of the range, so it doesn't keep spinning, so you kind of can, without even looking down,
All right, now we're going to do a little bit of checking out the back end of the vehicle. I've actually got a good friend of mine, Brian Wiesinger. He's with us, 6'2" with the hair. So you'll see that in a minute.
Three with the hair, actually.
6'2". Brian, hop in. We're going to see what it actually looks like in the back seat with a really tall person getting in. The front seat is adjusted average to where a 5'10" to 5'11" person would sit. And here's Brian getting in the back. This is going to be fun. So watch a tall guy get all the way in the back seat. So if we put the seat up, which we can, believe it or not, Brian actually can sit in the back seat of this car. and even with all those long legs. Are you okay back there?
Not too bad. Yeah, it's not
bad. Not bad at all. All right, so we'll put him in the middle seat here too and see what that looks like. And we'll put Richard in there too. In the meantime, while he's getting out, Richard, talk to us about this back end.
Well, the back end, when you got that third row seats, it definitely lowers your cargo capacity. But once again, a nice feature which is coming standard is one of this privacy screen sort of thing. It was on the Lexus as well. It just lets you you can put anything back. You put a valuable back here, and a thief isn't going to be able to look in and see what you have. It comes with this cargo net, but as you can see, if you want to get closer, Dad, it does not have a ton of back room. I mean, this is probably 2 feet, maybe, or probably 1.5 feet of room back in here. But if you do fold the third row seat down, you get quite a bit of room. So if you don't need that third row seat, it's definitely an advantage to not have it and not put it in, but it's an advantage. So if you want to walk around, Dad, we'll show what.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what Brian looks like. So Brian's in here in normal, sitting in normal, and you can see knees clear. You know, it wouldn't be a super comfortable ride in the middle row. Now again, we've got the front seat where it's comfortable for somebody his height sitting in the front seat. So if you had a shorter person in the front, a taller person in the back, you could actually, you know, move that front seat up a little bit, and that would give more room for the back passengers. But you can tell both these guys, you know, two big full-size guys sitting here watching the DVD players as they're going down the road, checking things out. And there's enough room for them.
Well, and there's a nice feature here too, is this back seat comes standard with a 115 volt connector, or not standard, but it's an option, as well as seat heaters and USB. So if you do want to, you know, throw on a video for someone, or you know, someone wants to play a video game, that's an option that they can do it. They can be comfortable. And it also comes with a full, I guess, glove box in here, which is a nice feature. So really the back seat's made for, I mean, 2 full-sized individuals. I mean, the driver's seat's set about normal. I got about probably 5 inches of leg room, and you know, I don't know if we'd be taking a 10-hour, 16-hour road trip, but an hour out to Fort Collins or Colorado Springs would probably be perfect. So,
and this car, by the way, competes with a lot of what we would consider to be, you know, smaller full-size SUVs. I mean, this isn't going to compete with the full-size Tahoe and a Suburban. That's not really the same market. You're not going to have quite the same interior room in this car that you would in a full-size, you know, a truck platform is what I'm trying to get at, you know, Escalade, Denali, etc. So this is kind of a mid between what we just reviewed the other day with the Lexus RX. This is a step up from that, but not yet as big as what you're going to get with a full-size Tahoe, Suburban, etc. Correct, Richard?
Correct. And but at the same time, you're going to be $20,000 more for a Tahoe than you are for this, which is significant. And yeah, you're not going to get quite the features, but having drove the Tahoe, I guess, just the other day, this car, I mean, performs just as well. I mean, the interior's not near as nice, doesn't sit up quite as high, so you don't have that SUV type feel. But I mean, for a $50,000 car, this is actually a pretty good buy, pretty good purchase.
Yeah. No, Dodge has done a great job on these Durangos, and again, as you see it, I'll take a walk around the front so you can actually see what the front end looks like, the wheels. They've done a good job on this RT model. Really a great car. This is not, by the way, this is not the Durango of old that a lot of people were used to, especially back in the early 2000s. Durangos got kind of a bad rap. They were not the car that they are today. So if you used to own a Durango in the past, and you're interested in one today, just get all of what used to happen in the past out of your mind, because the new Durango is not what it used to be. Correct, Richard?
Correct. And to end on that, I mean, they've done a lot of visual improvements. This car does, if you want to get a view from the front. It actually looks pretty mean from the front. I've gotten several compliments on that. If you notice the bottom grille real quick, that does have the adaptive cruise control little orb thing in it, and that's different. If you get that, there's that grill down there is actually an addition, whereas if you don't have that option on here, your car's going to look a little bit different, so just keep that in mind. But all in all, this is a great car for, I mean, a family of 4, and really if you want to be the carpool family, I mean, you can fit probably 2 full-sized kids in the back, 2 full-sized people in the back seat for a decently comfortable drive. So something definitely to consider if you're in the market for a new mid-sized SUV, and you can go to your local Dodge dealer and tell them John and Richard from Drive Radio sent you. Thanks, have a great day.